What's going on, guys? My name is Zed, and welcome to this video. This is last week I watched number 19, and to start off the week, I watched one of my new titles I picked up, Rush Hour. So I am somewhat familiar with this movie, just by clips I've seen online. I know it stars Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker, and obvious. Chris Tucker I'm only familiar with from the Friday movie, the first Friday movie, and Jackie Chan I've seen plenty of times. This movie is great. I was expecting more of a comedy, but I actually got a great mixture of a buddy cop comedy, action, thriller type of situation, and I really liked that. It was really, really good. I've heard the other two Rush Hours might not be as good, but the first one was really, really well done, and I'm telling you, there is not a single movie that that Jackie Chan is in and he's doing all the stunts that's bad. Like, you can't make a bad Jackie Chan movie. I mean, he is just great in everything he's in. And Chris Tucker, this being my only other movie I've seen him in, he's also awesome. So overall, Rush Hour, 4 out of 5 stars. And for my next movie, I am going to go to Tom for a movie. I haven't used this bucket for a couple of weeks, and I need to implement it more. So without any further ado, this will be the next movie I watch. Fargo. Okay, you know what? It's actually right here if I can grab it. I've been wanting to rewatch Fargo for a couple months now, so I'm excited. Let's get into it. Fargo is such a great movie. Frances McDormand gives an incredible performance, and every step of the way, even though this is my second time watching it, I'm just in awe on what the fuck is unfolding right in front of me. You know, it starts out with just, you know, a basic kidnapping. You know, a guy is, you know, a bit down on his luck. He is hiring some kidnappers to kidnap his wife so that his wealthy father-in-law will pay a rich ransom and will get him out of his, you know, financial troubles. And then stuff just goes south very quickly and continues to do so the entire movie. Fargo is a must-watch. One of the best from the Coen brothers. 5 out of 5 stars. So I might just go ahead and pick another movie out of the bucket. Tom, what are you going to give me? Tom? Tommy Boy? Is Tommy Boy actually in this bucket? Tommy Boy might actually be in this bucket. And the next movie we'll be watching is Jaws! Sweet! You know what? This is one of the only movies that I remember putting in the bucket. So, awesome. Man, I have watched a lot of Steven Spielberg lately. The first summer blockbuster, the true Amityville horror, Jaws. Now, I can't introduce any more new thoughts that haven't already been said about this movie, but it's perfect. It's near perfect. I love how the monster is basically in the shadows the entire time. You rarely get glimpses of him until, boom, his whole body is on top of the boat, about to take away the ship's captain. This movie is just fantastic. I love it. The soundtrack is incredible. It's absolutely thrilling. You have Hooper, Brody, and Quint, who are just great leads. And then you have this badass shark monster. It's everything you want in a movie, and more. So Jaws, 5 out of 5 stars. And also, not to mention my extreme fear of open water, which makes this movie extra terrifying. So next up, I watched Planet Hulk, which I have not seen since I was a little kid, and honestly forgot the entire plot of the movie. I was definitely more of a Marvel animated movie kid growing up. I rented them from Blockbuster all the time, and every time they were just on TV, I would watch them just on repeat. I absolutely loved them. I never truly realized how much of a Planet Hulk movie Thor Ragnarok was. I mean, I knew that that's what they were going for, but there is so much correlation between the two movies. It's insane. Now, there are a lot of character differences in this movie, and that can be a bit jarring, especially with how much I do love Thor Ragnarok. But overall, it was a pretty enjoyable experience. It was a pretty quick watch. I watched it over dinner. Yeah, so Planet Hulk, 3 out of 5 stars. And then next up, I watched Cape Fear. Now, this is the Martin Scorsese remake of the original movie, which came out in 1965, I believe. I did a little bit of research earlier, and I think that's the number. Don't quote me. But this movie is fucking incredible to watch, and also extremely difficult to watch. There's a level of discomfort throughout the entire movie because of the character of Rob De Niro. He is a very intelligent, very manipulative, psychopathic, sexual assailant, rapist character, who preys on, individuals from all walks of life, including the young daughter of the lawyer in this movie, played by this guy right here. Can't remember his name. But every single actor, the entire family, so the lawyer, wife, and daughter, and then the Max Cady, I believe, is Robert De Niro's character. Like, they're all fucking incredible. They all acted their asses off. You could really tell that they wanted to do, right by the source material, because it is so impactful and terrifying in so many ways. And the way that they brought the characters of Max Cady with the family and their dynamic, their juxtaposition. I mean, it's just incredible. This movie I only know by name. I did not know anything about it, and going into it, there were times where I had to pause it because I was so uncomfortable, especially when it had to do with the scenes between the young daughter and Max Cady. All I could think about was my little sister or my daughter or cousin being in the room with a guy like that. And it just makes your skin crawl, makes you so anxious because you don't know what's going to happen next. You don't know if he's going to grab her or if he's just going to continue to talk to her, if he's going to do just anything to her. It's so nerve-wracking. With all that being said, I do think this is a great watch. It's 2 hours long, but trust me, it's definitely worth it. That final act is incredible. Really well done. And the ending is a bit spiritual. That's all I'll say. So Cape Fear, 5 out of 5 stars. Definitely recommend this movie. Go check it out. And that is it for this episode of Last Week I Watched. I had a pretty good week of movies. I'm satisfied. Hopefully next week is just as good. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. And until next time, I'll be seeing you later. Peace.